Lads. Lads, welcome to another match reaction. As you can see on the screen right now, we've just gone and beaten West Brom 2-1 at home. That just took everything from me, that. It really did. We were the brighter of the two sides for pretty much all the game. Like, we had all the possession. They sat back and tried to hit us on the break, and they did it really, really well, especially in that first half. We tried, but I thought we were pretty poor in that final third. We kind of grew into the game in the second half. We just got better. And I feel like we just gained more and more confidence as the half went on, the second half, that is. But we'll start from scratch. Like I said, as you can see on screen, this is a team: Ramsdale, Baldock, Bogle, Basham, Egan, Ampadu, Norwood, Lundstrom, Fleck, McGoldrick, Sharp. Yeah, it was a team that I kind of expected. Billy Sharp is perfect for these games. He's a championship. Well, he's a very, very experienced championship striker. He scored goals in the championship for years. Billy Sharp scores goals. And playing against these teams that are kind of bottom-end Premier League, top-end championship, Billy Sharp eats them for breakfast. And look what he did tonight. He did it again. And I was saying on the preview, he needs to play the majority of the game. Getting brought off in the 60th, 70th minute is not what Billy Sharp's all about. He will hang on their kind of coattails all day long, waiting for someone to make a mistake and pounce on it. That's exactly what he did for the goal. It was brilliant to see. Absolutely brilliant. If there's one player from that team that you want to see score a winning goal for us, it's Billy Sharp or Chris Basham. Got to love a bit of Chrissy Bash. So, yeah, from the start, I thought that we were good. We were okay, but we weren't brilliant. We weren't the Sheffield United team that played against Newcastle. We didn't defend as well as what we did against Man United. And I felt like it was going to be an uphill battle from the very, very start, because they were catching us on the break and we just weren't creative enough in the final third. We passed it in that round, kind of like the back nice into the midfield, out wide. That final ball, that final cross, or that final ball into feet, a lot of them just kind of they were poor, inaccurate balls for most of that first half. The only one real good chance that we had was Billy Sharp in the air, which he got up early, as Nigel Spackman said, and he obviously put it quite far wide, which is not like Billy Sharp, but obviously he was up against some big lads today. He was never going to win many headers, was he? But he did get up for that one, and unfortunately, he didn't quite get it on target. I think if he'd have got it on target, it'd have gone in. Billy Sharp does not miss chances like that. But anyway, yeah, that was about it. Ampadu had a shot from distance. Ampadu, going forward, is getting better and better. Way more confident. Now, I think he's kind of in that Basham sort of role, whereas Basham wasn't quite good enough for midfield and he wasn't an out-and-out centre-back. He's perfect for that overlapping centre-back role, but it's just a pity that he's right-footed because, like Bogle, constantly coming back onto his right, and that's what he does, Ampadu, just like Bogle does. But he was obviously, he was coming forward with the ball, couple of sloppy passes, misplaced passes, but he got forward. He hit a beautiful curling shot that looked like it was destined for the top bin. But Sam Johnston, it was pretty easy, actually, after saying all that. Just trying to think what else happened in that first half. Obviously, they scored the goal. But before that, Callum Robinson got away a couple of times. One just whistled past the post. Ramsdale probably didn't. It was a great shot. Don't get me wrong. It was really close. I think Ramsdale kind of wasn't expecting it because it kind of went whistling past Egan's leg. I think Ramsdale thought that Egan had got it covered, and then it just whizzed past the post. It was like, ooh, that was close. But the goal, really, really, really sloppy goal yet again. So frustrating because Billy Sharp, fair enough, got muscled out, wasn't strong enough. But again, he's playing up against two massive, massive guys. Knocked off the ball. Norwood flew in like, oh, I'm definitely getting this ball. And then he just had it taken away from him like a baby. He was like, oh, ball's there. Oh, it's gone. And that's what set him on the way. It was quite similar to Robinson's chance earlier on where he put it just past the post. But this time, he come back onto his right foot, had a good shot. Ramsdale, I've looked back. I was going to give him the benefit of the doubt, but I've looked back and it is a poor save, the first one. He does it. I think he tries to push it as far away as possible. It just doesn't really get far. The second save was incredible. Now, that was such a great instinctive save, but the damage was done at that point. We were all at sea. Ampadu was trying to keep the ball out of the back of the net and ended up in the back of the net. It was just a bit of an unlucky sort of situation, but we brought it on ourselves. Billy Sharp getting knocked off the ball, then Norwood coming in thinking he'd won the ball and he was nowhere near it. And we just didn't stop the shot, did we? And there were nobody in the box to kind of clear it when Ramos did make those two good saves. Well, one good save and he definitely should have done better with that first one. But we went into half time. Hal did the first half for the watch along. I came on and we were both absolutely devastated. Like we were saying that the last time we came back from a losing position, I think, was Norwich. And I can't remember another time in recent history where we've come back from a goal down. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't expect it. I really, really did not expect us to come back from one goal down. And even though it was West Brom at home, I still didn't expect it. But we came out all guns blazing in the second half. West Brom didn't sit back as much as I thought they were going to. I think that's the reason why Callum Robinson came off, because they had two players up front for most of the game, which it was a bit confusing because the Sam Allardyce team likes to sit back. There were definitely a Sam Allardyce team right at the end. Long balls galore, long balls, long throws, trying to get as many in the box as possible. And to be honest, we defended pretty well. But those balls didn't come into the right areas, I don't think. But no, we were, we went for him. We went for the jugular. Bogle was brilliant, absolutely incredible on that right-hand side when George Baldock came off. He was just camped out pretty much in their 18-yard box, just waiting for something to drop. And it did, didn't it? It dropped for him. Chris Basham taking the ball forward, just wriggling in and out, and I thought he was just going to get a shot off and curl it with his left foot into that corner. But it was just crowded out, weren't they? Just crowded out. And then what was brilliant was him turning back, because a defender in that situation, you would think would just try and have a shot and be like, just get it blocked. But he didn't. He turned back and he's like, right, I need to find someone. And luckily, Jayden Bogle was just stood there just to fire that past Johnston. He didn't see that. Through a sea of bodies, though, weren't it? Through a sea of bodies. And it was a great finish, especially with his left foot as well. You don't see many players hit a ball that hard with their opposite foot. We saw that with Fleck at one point in the second half, where he hit a shot with his right foot and it just trickled towards Johnston. Not straight after the goal. I don't know how long it was after. Callum Robinson had the most golden chance. It was the best chance of the game. Well, no, it wasn't. The best chance of the game was Matty Phillips from 2 inches. But what a chance that was. A beautiful played in ball. I don't know who it was on the wing. Callum Robinson from literally probably inside the 6-yard box. Maybe not. I don't know. I can't remember. But it was really close. And Rammers made an absolutely brilliant save. And when he made that save, he just roared. And it felt like Dean Henderson. I don't mean to bring Dean Henderson into this, but it felt like Norwich at home when Dean Henderson made that incredible save 1-on-1. And then the ground just roared. And that's how I feel it would have happened if all the fans would have been in the ground, because it felt like at that moment when that ball got played into that box, that's it. That's 2-1. Are we going to come back from 1 goal twice? Can't see it. What a save. Callum Robinson's not going to sleep tonight knowing that he didn't put that in the back of the net. But the saving grace for Callum Robinson was, I think that he was just offside. That's what they said on the TV, and I've watched it back and it did look just offside, but you never know with VAR these days. Someone's knee could have been in front of him. I don't know. But yeah, it was an incredible save by Ramsdale. So I know I've put in the title that Billy Sharp was the hero, but Ramsdale just as much the hero for that save if it was on target, if it was onside. And then the goal, the second goal, Billy Sharp was probably about a minute or two from coming off that pitch. Brewster was brewing on the sidelines, ready to come on. And Billy Sharp did the rest. Well, the ball came in. It was a great ball in. Egan attacked it. I'm not sure why Egan was there. It must have come from some sort of corner or something originally. But Egan was at the back post attacking it. And then it just landed perfectly for an instinctive Billy Sharp finish. He doesn't miss those, does he? Outside of the foot, bang. It wasn't right in the corner, but it was that quick that Sam Johnson just did not have a chance to react. But great finish. Great to see Billy Sharp celebrating. It's just amazing. And you might think that I am absolutely buzzing about us winning this game. Bit buzzing, but relief. Relief more than anything, because we needed that win tonight. And I don't think it were pretty. But we have played pretty football. We were brilliant against Newcastle. We could have scored a few against Newcastle at home. Fair enough, they had 10 men, but we were by far the better team before they had the man sent off. So we've shown that we can play like that. Maybe not as much today. We did play in parts quite well. We've shown that we can defend like we did against Man United. What's saying that we can't go into Chelsea on Sunday and win that game and really put the cat amongst the pigeons and really start putting pressure on those that are, well, second, third, fourth, fifth bottom? It's a big ask. But can it happen? We don't know. The only people that know are those players. They think it can happen. You can tell how dedicated they were. I think they were nervous in that first half. You could see there were a few nervy passes. And I think this team, it's not the team from last season. I think they struggle with the nerves. And that second half was kind of like, we've got nothing to lose, have we? Because that was a must-win game tonight. If we drew, didn't matter. If we'd lost, game over. But we needed to win that game. So in that second half, when we were 1-0 down, they just came into their own. They're like, we've got nothing to lose, fly forward. Bogle were playing as a right-hand-sided striker for most of the game. Even when we were winning 2-1, he was so far up the pitch. It was nice to see, but at the same time, you're like, should you really be that high up the pitch? Anyway, I'll run quickly through the players, then we'll get into some questions and some comments. So Ramsdale, a bit of both, really. Probably should have done better with with their goal. Excellent save from Callum Robinson, and it was actually an excellent save from the goal, the second save. But other than that, I don't think we really had anything else to do. So it's two shots really that they had. We scored 2 goals. They had 2 decent shots. So yeah, it's good to see us win the game, but it would have been just as nice to see Ramsdale get a clean sheet because, he's growing in confidence and he will get more clean sheets this season, I'm sure, because the defence are playing really well and Rammers is playing better and getting more confident. Bulldog, bit unlucky to come off injured. Hopefully it's not going to be for too long, but Bogle's playing really, really well at right wing back too. So get well soon, Boulders. Yeah, I'm sure you'll be back in the squad before we know it. Because really, Max Lowe, he did okay going forward, but I don't really trust him with anything really. But yeah, Bogle played on the left and then moved on to the right when George Baldock came off. I think he played well on the left, Bogle, but he just constantly come back onto his right, and they just knew exactly what he was going to do every time, pretty much. But he definitely battled. Egan, colossal as always. Ampadu getting better and better every week, bringing the ball out, had that shot. He likes coming forward and having shots. People just step off him. And I think it was the same with Basham before people realised how good he was. People didn't used to go near Basham because, it's only Chris Basham. It's only that ex-Bolton and Blackpool player. And now they know how good he is. So Ampadu getting better and better with every week. Basham was brilliant today. Man of the match performance. Well, that's what BT Sport gave him anyway. I thought he was the driving force today. And I'm so glad Wilder didn't bring him off. He always brings him off. And I think that Chris Basham is such a big player for us going forward. I'd rather see Basham stay on the pitch for his overlapping runs. Norwood, I thought Norwood was pretty poor today, to be honest. A couple of balls went astray, taking too long on the ball. And obviously for their goal, he was miles away from that ball. Lundstrom played well in parts. Not too many expansive balls that he's been doing of late. I don't think he even had a shot today, which is quite unbelievable. He loves having a shot from distance. Flekke getting better and better every week. Yeah, still a really good game today. Constantly, we were giving him the ball to move forward with it. And it's nice to see because he wasn't doing that in the last, kind of 4 or 5 weeks ago. So yeah, Flekke is getting better and better in another good game today. Did say at times gave the ball away a little bit cheaply. Tried to do a few nice little tricks. Some came off, some didn't. But it's just picking that ball up in between the midfield and the defence. Midfielders not knowing whether to go or defenders not knowing where to go and just linking up the play. It's really difficult to mark someone like McGoldrick. And I thought he was great again today. Maybe he didn't really have any hand in any goals or anything, but you can't underestimate David McGoldrick's performances. You can't. Sharpe does what Sharpe does best. I think he's battling and I think he's a lot better than he was last season. I think he's understanding the league more. I know he's getting on a bit, but yeah, I think he's getting better and better, like Flekke. Then Max Lowe, I'll quickly just go through the subs. So Max Lowe came on. He did okay going forward. Okay. I think I think it was the right idea to bring him on rather than Keane Bryan, because I feel like Max Lowe is more attacking than Keane Bryan. So he did okay down that left-hand side. McBurney, I thought, was great today. Really good. Linked play as well. But it's just nice to see when you're up against two massive guys, it's nice to see one of your massive guys being in there and just battling away. And he was brilliant defensively as well. And then Burke came on towards the end. It was going to be Brewster, but when Billy scored, they brought on Berkey just to try and kind of stretch the West Brom kind of defence and midfield. And obviously they couldn't send as many men forward with Ollie Burke, with that pace that he's got, that raw pace. Anyway, let's get on to some comments. Whoa, sorry guys, there's a lot here. Do you think, there we go. Do you think we can avoid relegation? It's going to be very, very difficult. I'm not sure if we've got it in us to do that. I think we've left it a little bit too late. Sorry, we have got it in us, but I think we've left it a little bit too late. But yeah, it's definitely doable. Definitely doable. Didsey should always play Cam. I agree, but when he's going to be playing against kind of your Chelseas, your top sixers, I don't know if we can afford to play two strikers and an attacking midfielder against teams like that. They hurt you. They really do. Wilder has finally got wait, let me just click on it. Glenn Parry. Wild's finally got a healthy player selection each game. Now, so many class players. I agree. He's definitely got more players to choose from than he did in kind of the last sort of 5-6 weeks, especially the Man United game. We were bare 11 pretty much. Your name sums you up well, eh? Obviously it does. Ampadu won't be able to play against Chelsea. That was something I was going to bring up. Well done, Christopher Twig. Yes, Ampadu can't play against Chelsea. I've not heard that, but I'm assuming that's how normal loans go. So Ampadu won't be able to play against Chelsea, but I'm sure we've got somebody who can step in. Ender Stevens could be back for the next game. Osborne could be back for the next game. Obviously, Osborne wouldn't play there, but he'd rejig it. Keane Bryan can play there. So, yeah, we're going to miss him. He's going to be a big miss. But at the same time, we've just got to win as many games as possible, aren't we? And Chelsea, they won the last game, but it's definitely possible for us to get a point, if not 3, from this game. Scott talking about Norwood starting to show his level in recent games. When Berger's back, it could be Norwood done in a Blade shirt. But the thing is, Sander Berger could easily be sold in the summer if we do go down. And Norwood's level may be more Championship, and it may be really good in the Championship next season. You don't know. He'll probably have more time on the ball like he has done in the last few cup games. So I think we're going to leave it there, guys. Who would you start up front against Chelsea? Marley's saying. I would start Ollie Burke up front. It's hard to say not say Billy Sharp, isn't it? It's really hard to say not Billy Sharp after that. But I think Burke against Chelsea, I think we've got to look at who we're playing. Chelsea, Burke needs to start up front with his sheer pace. McGoldrick, yeah, it's going to be them two, I reckon. It's got to be them two. I don't think we'll play 2 up front and McGoldrick just behind. I think we'll play 3 midfielders and then 2 strikers with McGoldrick just in the hole. So, yeah, I think we're going to leave it there, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate it. It's been a crazy day. This is the first time we've used this software as well. First time I've done a live reaction, I believe. Normally, it takes me ages and ages to get these up. So it's nice to be able to just jump on a live stream, chat to you guys. And I'm sorry I can't get through all the comments, but I'd be here all day. And this has obviously got to go out as a video as well. So we'll pop that down. And I'll say thank you very much for watching. Oh, by the way, just before I go, what I did at halftime, I was wearing the red and white shirt for the first half. The second half, I put the pink shirt on, which is what we beat Man United in and what I was wearing for the Man United game. So I changed shirts thinking that, you know, something might happen if I change my shirt. But look, see for yourself. We won because of my shirt. Not to do with Billy Sharp, not to do with Chris Wilder, not to do with the play. I'm only messing. No, it's been, it's just good to get that win. And now we are, I believe we're 1 point from second bottom, which seemed a million miles away kind of 5 or 6 games ago. So it's great to see we're back up and running. Let's see how many more wins we can get from now until the end of the season. If we don't stay up, it's one of them things. Let's just go down fighting, shall we? Thank you very much for watching, guys. Really appreciate every single person tuning in. It's been a crazy day. Let's move on to Sunday. Thanks for watching. Stay in good.